How to up your enterprise game. I'm going to show you how. Hey Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Ligo here with Always Enterprise. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can up your enterprise game. In other words, how can you level up your game as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as an internet marketer. I'm going to show you how to do just that with three very specific elements that I think that if you add to the equation are going to help you level up your game in more ways than one. So let's dive right into it. It's important to know that as you are a business owner and wanting to progress in life as well as in business, it's going to take some continued effort. It's also going to take some external elements though, and that's exactly what I hope to introduce to you in this video because they've been helpful to me and I trust they'll be helpful to you as well. Number one, masterminding. Masterminding. Perhaps you're familiar with the concept of mastermind group, or maybe you're not. But if in case you're not, it was a term that was coined in 1925 by legendary author Napoleon Hill. In his book, The Law of Success, he went on further to discuss it in his 1937 book, Think and Grow Rich. And of course, both books have been used in many a sales seminar, many in a success seminar, many years later, even up until now. I can't tell you how many trainings that I've been to wherein the concepts of these books and these books themselves have been featured as the text and as the instructional for these specific courses. But Mastermind Group is a concept that is very real and very powerful if applied to your business. A Mastermind Group, of course, is a peer-to-peer group, all right? It's a peer-to-peer mentoring group with the sole purpose of developing and elevating the members of that group. And of course, they belong to a specific field. So for me as a CEO, as a business owner, as an internet marketer, I belong to several different mastermind groups wherein our community is solely geared on expressing new ideas, learning new things from each other, and of course then used and built upon even further to gain overall success by all of its members. It's very powerful. And so I would encourage you to plug into a community if you're not in one already, in a real community that calls themselves a mastermind group, okay? Some of the very and most highly successful people in all of the world, business or not, all belong to a mastermind group of some kind. So I encourage you to find one and plug into one, and I promise your profits will go through the roof. Number two, meaningful business relationships. Meaningful business relationships. I've done videos before on the importance of having of how to build relationships proper in business, and meaningful business relationships is definitely a real element that you would need to consider in your particular endeavor as you continue to work your business throughout the years, okay? Because more and more you're going to find that as much as technology will come and go, and there's always going to be a new app, there's always going to be a new system, one thing that rings true, that will always stand the test of time, of course, is the depth of a quality relationship in business, okay? The relationships are the things that you have to take care of the most because they don't come and go nearly as quickly as technology, nearly as quickly as some new fad. So I'd encourage you that as you are building, of course, commerce relationships and transactional relationships with some of your JV partners and your associates and even your customers, clients, and circles of influence and centers of influence, please do not neglect to build the depth of the relationship and find yourself building assets for the future that's going to serve both of you in the long run. Okay, one of the best things in business is a long-term relationship. Never stop building relationships, quality relationships with individuals, groups, and entities that you know together you can achieve more. Number three, motivational accountability. This concept is very powerful. Motivational accountability. Much is said about the concept of motivation. Am I right? You've heard that if you're motivated, if you just find your motivation, you're going to succeed because now you have a reason to succeed, right? You've also heard many things to be said about accountability and accountability partners, right? In other words, if you're going to go to the gym, make sure you find yourself a buddy, an accountability partner, someone who's going to go to the gym and work out with you and hold you accountable. And if you seek to grab a chocolate bar, they're going to smack that chocolate bar out of your hand because they're holding you accountable. Okay, crass example, I know, but I think you get the point that I'm trying to make. And indeed, both are definitely powerful elements in your life, right? The idea of having motivation, the idea of having an accountability partner. What I find though is very powerful. That is very powerful. One thing that I find that is very powerful is if you can take the two and mesh them together. So here's how I've done it in my life, and here's what it means to me, is finding a source of motivation for you, whatever that is. In my case, one of my biggest sources of motivation is that of my children. my family, my wife, and my kids specifically. I love them. I love them dearly, okay? And they motivate me. They motivate me to be successful. They motivate me to be a better man, blah, 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 right? Here's the other thing though. As much as they motivate me to want to do certain things, and I want to be able to provide an awesome living, but also an awesome lifestyle for my family. And so I have 4 children, 1 wife, and I have specific experiences planned out for all of them, okay? Specific trips that we're gonna take and things that we're going to do. Not just toys that I'm gonna buy, but specific trips we're gonna take, specific things that we're gonna do. My wife and I, of course, have different places and destinations across the world that we want to enjoy together. The same is true for my kids. Each and every one of them, I have a specific plan for. And they know what those plans are. So they motivate me to work hard to be able to achieve and provide these things for them. But here's where the accountability factor has taken point. They don't slap candy bars out of my hand. But what they do is hold me accountable in that I've told them specifically that I will do these things for them and with them. And I have correlated that specific idea to when I'm grinding away working in my office space, you know, for the 2 hours a day or the 3 hours a day where they know that they're supposed to be hands off. And so what happens here is that I have put the two together so that I am not only motivated by these individuals, but I'm also held accountable for them because I have told them that I am going to achieve this thing for them, right? And so it's very powerful because not only am I motivated to get these things done, to make the money that is required to provide it for them, but I'm also, the accountability level is so much higher now because I've told my kids. And so now if I don't come through, I'm not just gonna be the guy in business whose word isn't good. I'm gonna be the dad who didn't come through for his children. And you and I both know that's not happening, right? So motivational accountability. So let me encourage you to try to apply this in your life. Find something or someone that motivates you and tell them what you're gonna do for them and with them, and correlate that with the efforts and the energy that you need to expend and the efforts that you need to take and the steps that you need to make in order to achieve those goals, and watch your productivity, watch your commitment, watch your success level absolutely climb up higher and higher, and it will continue to do so as long as you practice these things. This is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. I trust you got value from that. Please drop me a comment below and let me know which one of these points resonated with you the most. Also, let me invite you to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. Jason Ligo again with Always Enterprise. I'll see you next time.